The most terrifying and mysterious place on Earth lies hidden in a corner of the Pacific Ocean, just east of the Philippines. It is known as the Mariana Trench, but this isn't just an oceanic trench. It's an abyss of unfathomable mystery, where descending means vanishing into eternal darkness. At nearly 11,000 meters deep, not a single ray of sunlight can reach. Going down there feels as if invisible giants are crushing your body from every side. Very few nations have dared to venture into this abyss, but recently, one country has thrown all caution aside and leapt headfirst into these depths: China. They are no longer just conducting research. They are sending robots into the trench, planning to build permanent bases under the sea, and racing to seize the vast mineral resources hidden in the ocean floor. Meanwhile, the United States and many Western nations have largely lost interest in deep-sea exploration. So the question arises, what exactly lies in the Mariana Trench that makes China so desperate? Why are they building robotic bases in the depths of the sea? Let's find out. Though the surface of the ocean sparkles with sunlight, the world changes rapidly as you descend. Up to about 200 meters deep, water is filled with light and life. But beyond that begins the reign of darkness. The deeper you go, the dimmer the light becomes, while pressure increases at a terrifying rate, like invisible hands squeezing you from all directions. By 1 kilometer deep, sunlight disappears completely, and you enter a strange world where creatures generate light from their own bodies to hunt. At greater depths, bizarre life forms appear. Long-armed squids, bloated fish, and other beings that thrive under immense pressure and endless darkness. At 4,000 meters, begins the abyssal zone, a lifeless seeming desert of mud covering the seafloor. But beneath this mud lies millions of years of history. Slowly falling particles of dead plankton, fish, and dust accumulate here, forming a carbon-rich layer called marine snow, a hidden archive of Earth's past. Still, food is so scarce that only a few creatures survive here. Occasionally, a rare event occurs. A whale dies and sinks, creating an entire ecosystem around its carcass that can last for years. Scientists call this a whale fall. Below 6,000 meters, the trench zone begins. Here the pressure is 600 times greater than at sea level. At its deepest point, the Challenger Deep, nearly 11,000 meters down, strange giant single-celled organisms and ghostly white shrimp-like creatures have been found. Humans have only reached this spot twice in history. First in 1960, when Jacques Piccard and Don Walsh descended, and then in 2012, when filmmaker James Cameron made the journey. Later, explorer Victor Vescovo attempted multiple dives. Then in 2020, China sent 3 people down in a submersible called Fenduj, creating history. But China didn't stop there. They began deploying fleets of smaller submersibles and autonomous robots, rapidly expanding their presence. In 2024, they even sent a robot no bigger than a shoebox, which successfully scanned the trench floor and returned intact. This proved that instead of sending massive, expensive submersibles, swarms of tiny, specialized robots could now explore the deep cheaply and silently. China is now building countless such robots, each designed for different tasks, working together like an army to dominate the seabed. Even more ambitious is their next move, establishing permanent underwater bases. Why? Because the deep sea holds immense treasures, resources, and mysteries of science. Among them lies one of the most astonishing: methane hydrates, substances that look like ice but burst into flames when lit. Scientists call it fire ice. It could become the fuel of the future, but extracting it is dangerous. Disturbing the seafloor could unleash vast amounts of methane, collapsing sediments or flooding the atmosphere with gas, triggering catastrophic consequences. Then there are the polymetallic nodules, small rocky lumps packed with valuable metals used in batteries, electric cars, and advanced technology. As global demand for these resources skyrockets, countries that fail to secure them will fall behind in the coming century. That's why nations and corporations alike are turning their eyes toward the deep sea, where tomorrow's oil and energy alternatives are hidden. The ocean floor is also the backbone of modern civilization. Stretching across it are millions of kilometers of submarine cables that carry the world's internet, banking transactions, and military communications. They may look strong, but they're fragile, easily severed by an anchor or trawler's net. In 2025, China revealed a chilling new technology, a robot nicknamed the cable repairer, capable of descending thousands of meters to locate, fix, or even secretly cut these cables. Though there's no proof China has used it offensively, the mere possibility shocked the world. If one nation controls these cables, global communication, trade, and security could collapse overnight. This is why the deep sea is no longer just a frontier of science. It has become a battleground battleground for dominance. The fight isn't just about diving deeper, but about who can establish lasting presence, build stronger technology, and secure control over resources and information. The depths humanity once feared have now become the key to the future. But if the secrets, resources, and power hidden in the deep fall into the grip of a single nation, the cost won't just be borne by rivals. The entire world, all of humanity, you and I included, will pay the price.